praise and worship chamber of music, and we're back again with another Adventist Music Reaction video. I'm your one truly, where today we're checking out a very special group with a very special message, so soothing, so inspiring, heartwarming, life encouraging, and gospel uplifting song titled Eyes Up. Let us check it out. Asante a cappella. Let's go.
I will make you stand up.
Preach, brother.
What you should have drowned in. I will be your lighthouse when it feels you're drifting. I will lead you only to a love resounding. Keep watching. Keep watching me.
It's how their lyrics, have that message of hope. I will lead you on. I'll lead you only to a land that is resounding, not a land that is full of betrayal, mistrust, disloyalty, hurt, heartbreak, you know, disappointment, embarrassment, anxiety, stress, depression, suicide. But I'm leading you to a place that is resounding. So keep watching. Don't don't have your eyes gazed elsewhere. Just keep watching. Keep watching.
Eyes up, eyes up. Do not be afraid. These are only waves. Eyes up, eyes up. Do not be afraid. These are only waves. Do not be afraid. Look into my face.
Psalms chapter 121, verse 1 to 2. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. So this is where the inspiration to this song comes from. Do not be afraid. He's the only way. Eyes up. Reminds me of what 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 18 would tell us, that if we with unveiled faces, look to Jesus, like the way, like in a mirror, like the way you look at your image in the mirror. And when you see yourself in the mirror, you're going to see whatsoever needs to be done right, the spots that need to be raised, washed, and cleaned. And then Jesus says, look into my face. What's there to see in the face of Christ? You find someone who endured it all. The pain that you feel today is nothing compared to what Jesus endured at the cross. His life, his ministry. So if I'm to look at Jesus and I see someone who has gone through worse than I have, it gives me a lot to thank him for, because through his yoke, I can have my burdens lifted on Calvary. Now, practical thankfulness, we need to appreciate even us who have the testimony to share that, hey, I was once sinking deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore. I was once in the valley of atrociousness. I was once in that horrible place where the voices of anguish were louder than the voices of hope. But then love lifted me, God's light shined upon me, and I was rescued, from that valley of death. And you can also, have that message to people that are struggling with hope. Remind them that, hey, I've been through that place, maybe worse than you are. You are maybe in a worse position than I was, but hey, I'm out of my mess because Jesus did it for me. So do not be afraid. He's the only way. And this verse that is there, it's also just, putting that extra topping, you know, on the cake, because, if we have our eyes, lifted up to the mountains, you know, we are able to see our place of refuge, you know, and then we can appreciate that it is indeed the Lord that came to intervene and fight for us, deliver us, and bless us. My prayer to each and every one of us is that may the Lord reveal himself in our lives every day. God bless you, and bye bye.